Hi, Dr. Neha Naveed.
Hi, Dr. Hasti.
So let's do some question answers, okay? Are you ready?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so first question is if you could describe your orthodontic journey in one word, like what it would be?
It one word would be a very difficult to think about, but I would say fulfilling. Definitely,
Yeah.
because it's not just something on a professional level. It has been very personally fulfilling to be able to craft so many smiles, to be able to restore confidence to so many people. So personally, I would say that it's a very fulfilling journey.
Definitely. I totally agree with you. What was the turning point that made you to choose ortho as a branch? Like you could have taken prosto and ME. Why ortho?
I don't think there was any turning point because I feel right from the start I was really inclined towards orthodontics. The reason being that as orthodontists, we focus on the aesthetics, yeah, function, and there's so much to it. So, you cater to a lot of different needs depending on people. Sometimes it's just to boost the smile confidence, to look good. It's as good as aesthetic dentistry, and sometimes it's also a functional issue. So, I found that to be really interesting, and as every case, it's almost like a puzzle, I feel. Every case is different. It's like solving a mess. So that always interested me.
Okay, that fascinated you that you wanted to become an
Yes, it's never going to be boring. I feel
Yeah,
because
yeah.
every
I agree.
single day there's something. You plan something, it might turn out to be a way. It's the way you fix it. So I feel it's very challenging in a good way,
Yeah.
and I love that.
Okay. Then, how do you see, like, we have so many AI tools and all. So, do you use any AI tool that helps you in your practice or your work, anything like that?
So honestly, AI is doing great.
Yeah.
Every field, I mean, there's so much it has to offer. I personally don't rely on AI. Yeah, it might be a controversial thing, but I think probably I'm still stuck with depending on my own theory. But of course, I'm sure that there are a lot of advancements, with AI and orthodontics.
Yeah.
And definitely it would do a great job in making work easy for us as clinicians, like right for planning and the diagnosis and a lot of things in that aspect.
Yeah. So, your planning is completely virtual.
Yeah, I mean, I do digital stuff as well, but again, nothing that involves a lot of AI. Come, even if so, I make sure I add, my personal observation and a touch of my own planning to it.
Okay. One biomechanical tip that you want to share with every young orthodontist that they can use that will help in their clinical practice and all.
Right. So one biomechanical tip. See, I'm not going to talk very theoretic over here, but what I feel is whenever any orthodontist plans any kind of tooth movement, I feel this is what I do. I always keep the end position in mind. And before I plan any movements, whether it's biomechanics or whatever, I always try to think in retrospect, picturize it, and see, what kinds of forces or what kind of movements would bring about. So always keep in mind where your tooth's end position has to be in order to plan the movements you.
Okay, yes, yeah. That works. Then, do you think can aligners really replace the fixed orthodontic treatment or they are just going parallel or like what your opinion in terms of aligners versus fixed ortho?
See, aligners, I do a lot of aligners. It has definitely revolutionized patient care and comfort. But according to me, I don't think they can replace traditional braces.
Yes.
It's just another tool in our kit. We need to make the most of what we have. Of course, embrace the advancements while also stick with the basics.
Yes, definitely. But what do you think? Any one of them gives faster result or something like that? Have you felt that aligners are giving faster result or the fixed ortho is?
So see, again, it depends on a lot of variable factors.
Yeah.
If my patient is going to be very compliant, I know that yes, aligners are going to work well. Let's say my patient is not a compliant patient. I have to depend on the patient for the outcome, and that's going to keep delaying. So there, I feel fixed price is where, the entire treatment is in my hand works, but I think variable factors decide, which is going to be.
Patient compliance is the most important.
Again, when we talk about braces, let's say patient has poor oral hygiene.
Yes,
Then again, bracket debondings and a lot of other factors.
where pros and cons both in the treatment. Your cases and your photographs, like case display and documentations, those are always top notch. So, any tip for that?
See, I feel documentation is really important, not just for record keeping. It's also, I feel like a digital CV for you to display your work, to show, what kind of work you have to offer. So I have always documented my stuff right from the beginning. Probably kept improving over the years in terms of quality of photographs and maybe the way I do it. So it was always a learning curve. It's not that right from the beginning I had great documentation, but I was at it. It's not easy. You need to take out the time and you need to be consistent with it, but it is really worth it.
Yeah. What camera or lens setup would you recommend for someone who is starting out their ortho practice, like for the beginners first time, and what for the advanced?
Right. So I'm not going to be very brand specific here,
Yeah.
but any basic entry level DSLR camera or a mirrorless camera should be good. I always advocate using cameras over phone photography.
Yeah.
A lot of factors,
Yes.
regarding the details and the repeatability and the precision, accuracy, and all of that. So any entry level camera is good enough. You don't have to go to the best level camera. So I'm not very particular about the camera body. But one thing I would always say is go for a macro lens. And the lens and the lighting makes a lot of difference.
Yes.
That matters a lot.
And that catches for the patient eye. Like if the good photographs are there, patient are also attracted towards the results and the outcome. And even if we are also as a like practitioner, if we see the photographs, then we feel that, oh, nice photograph and result and all.
Yes, so for communication, it's good.
Yes.
So I don't have any specification for the camera body, but I always insist go for a good macro lens, 100 mm macro lens, and a good lighting source, ring light, ring flash or twin flash, anything.
Okay. What elements of clinic design actually improve your patient experience? Like, we all know that you have such a great clinic. So will you share any insight of like how you thought of a clinic would be? Like, was it your dream clinic? Like, you have ever imagined that this will be my clinic, I wanted it to look like this and all, and then you executed?
Honestly, I had not imagined. The outcome turned out to be great and I really love it as well. It is my dream clinic. It is my dream space. I love spending my time there and do what I do. Uh, when you ask me how does it impact patients, I think it really does because when you give them a good environment, they feel good, they have a good aura, they're very accepting towards treatment. They need to be at ease, calm. Dental environments are sometimes they make the patients very anxious. So that was the focus that I had. And I always wanted to add a bit of my personality into my space. So I went into designing my own practice and all the elements that were there from the color palettes to everything. So it was a personal touch and I'm very delighted with the way it came. So that is one advice I would say to anybody who's looking to start their practice, that always go in and involve yourself and just the efforts, it is going to be worth it. It's going to show up much better than what you imagine.
Rightly said. So thank you so much, Dr. Neha, for all your insights. This will be very helpful for me as well as all the orthodontists out there. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hasti. It was a really fun podcast. It was a very fun thing to do and really fun knowing you as well. All the best to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.